All right, it's Thursday. I'm working on the E92 again. Thankfully, it'll be a nice, relaxing day. I don't have anything too priority to do today. There is a small coolant leak. I have a feeling it's my thermostat, but I got a coolant tester, so we're going to test that out, figure out where my coolant leak is coming from. That's my biggest priority, and everything else after that is just kind of whatever. I got to put the red mesh on the driver's side so that it looks even. I was thinking about raising the rear ride height a little bit more. Got these cover pieces to install, and they go right behind the front wheel. The blower fan is making a squeaking noise, so I might pull up under there and try and grease it up a little bit. Now we're just going to clean the car up a bit, maybe put the carbon over the aluminum. One thing I recently did was give it a brand new shift knob, so that's very nice. So if we get through all that stuff, we'll just start working on this stuff. New mirrors, mirror caps, carbon trim on the inside, some small stuff. So the car is jacked up. Got the under tray off. The coolant is steadily dripping right from water pump and the thermostat area, so we'll pressure test that. On the side here, these little plastic pieces that I bought, you can see it fits in right there. Perfect. I was worried about snow coming in here and then getting shoved up underneath that and then that ripping down again. Didn't want that to happen, so that's why I bought those pieces. Now let's use the coolant pressure kit and figure out exactly where the leak's coming from. Okay, so I've been working on the coolant leak for a little while. When I did the thermostat, I also replaced the expansion tank. So I swapped the expansion tank back out because I can't see anywhere on the thermostat that it's leaking, and I just wanted to rule that out because it's hard to tell down there. So I can tell it's leaking, dripping right here on the water pump, but it seems to be coming at the top of the water pump, and I can't tell if it's the water pump itself or something above it is leaking, but all of the hoses connections seem tight and does not seem to be coming from any of the hose connectors, so I'm kind of stumped right now. While I was letting the coolant system bleed, I came on to the inside and we're trying to get the blower motor out right now. Okay, blower fan is out. Now we gotta take that apart. Okay, I got it apart. Spray some WD-40 right in there and hopefully that stops the squeak. Okay, the blower fan is back in and my squeak is gone. No more squeak. This is great. Okay, so took the wheels off, just adjusted the rear suspension. Also cut up the red mesh, put it on the driver's side. Now we're gonna install the No.30 light bulbs. I gotta pull that off. Okay, so I got the light cover off, but the connector does not fit. These are the lights that I have, but this is just not gonna work. I didn't buy these, so I'm not too concerned. Novasite just sent me an email and then sent me a product asking me to make a DIY video on installing them for YouTube, but they don't fit, so maybe I'll put them on my E36. Okay, so I just finished the M mirror caps, and I also put in some fresh mirrors. Driver's mirror was really the one with the issue. That's why I replaced both of them. Now it looks much better. Guess we'll continue on with part 2. Let's continue on with the E92 updates. I did end up putting the Nova lights in my E36. I just did one side to make my DIY for YouTube, and I'll do the other side in the spring. Okay, so I pulled the interior trim, laid the carbon fiber plastic over top of it. I'm gonna put it back inside. Dash is all apart. Let's put it back in. So there we go, that trim piece is in. Also got a little red carbon fiber for the push engine start. Now matches the carbon fiber here. We just got to do the door trim, the trim over there, trim over here, lots more trims. Yeah, here you can tell this was the worn out shifter that came with the car. We got a fresh new one, makes a huge difference to the feel. I did swap it out with this Amazon fake version of it, but as you can see, like this is a little farther down and you could really feel it. And then also it was a little off on the center, so a little to the right, and it wasn't weighted. 25 bucks, 120 bucks, definitely worth the difference. Guys in the Toronto marketplace, if anybody does want these shifter knobs, they're up for grabs, free. Okay, so I'm working on the door trim. Turns out the kit I bought is for a sedan, not a coupe, so I had to use some of the back door trim to finish the front because it wasn't long enough. So we're just gonna leave the back silver, don't really care. It didn't come with that center console one either. I guess the sedans don't have that. As you can see, I finished on the driver's door. Okay, so the passenger door is done now. I don't know if I pointed it out, but I also did this one too. There's a few more pieces like right around there, around the cup holders, but I covered all the silver in the front and that's all I really care about. I bought these as well. Seems like they're for a sedan too, not a coupe. I don't know, should I just throw it on there just for fucks? I did it. It looks extremely funny because there's like sticking off at the edge, but I figured, worst case when I get tired of it, I just peel it right back off. Up next is these little stickers for the wheels. Oh, these are not the right size. They are too small. That's funny. Should I just put the rest of them on or should I leave them off? I just went ahead and put them on the rest of the wheels. They're too small for the wheels. What are they even meant for? I have 10 of them. I didn't know what else to do with them. Okay, one other thing I got was these M pedals, so let's put those on. All right, so let's continue on with the E92 updates. just finished the M pedals. I gotta say, they're looking pretty good. I like the silver, much better look. Maybe it would have matched the silver trim, but we fake carboned all that out. Started putting the wheels back on. I got these trays in place right there. I'm not gonna try and diagnose the coolant leak anymore. I'm just gonna put the under tray on and I'm gonna have my work take a look at it. I have a feeling it's the water pump, but I just want them to confirm to figure out exactly where it is before I just throw a water pump at it. Now I'm going to tighten up the car, clean everything up. After that, I might work on the shifter boots. I don't even know if I'm going to bother replacing them, if it's worth the effort. The only thing left after that is the steering wheel trim piece and a Alcantara steering wheel cover. Definitely not having time for this today, but I might get that done. Okay, so just used the shop vac, vacuumed out the front and back of the car. Got the under tray hauled back in. Just put the rear wheel on. Now we're going to work on the front. Clean up all my tools over here. Okay, car is back on the ground. See, the rear ride height is matching a lot better now. Definitely got a lot more ground clearance for the winter time. Pretty much raised it an inch from how low I had it before. I'm liking those mirror caps. Let me get some red washers for the license plate to match everything else in the front. Found some more stickers lying around, so I tossed those at the back. Also found a bunch of TikTok logos, so I threw one up there, one on that side, another one on the driver's side. All right, wheels are torqued up, good to go. I start to see the door lights. I mean, the grass kind of messes it up a bit, but you get the idea. All right, cars at the shop. Time to change and head on home, and I'll see you guys on the next E92 update.